Humanity's last hope might already be a trap. Imagine hearing that announcement echo across every city on Earth. Evacuation, not from war, not from disease, but from the planet itself. And somewhere in deep space, one tiny world waits for us. Proxima B. At first, it sounds perfect. A second Earth. A backup plan for humanity. A planet with temperatures we could survive, possible oceans, maybe even breathable air. The closest habitable world ever discovered. Just 4.3 light years away. But here's the strange part. The moment scientists found Proxima B, they also uncovered a terrifying problem nobody talks about. Reaching it could destroy humanity long before we ever land. Because space is bigger than your brain wants to believe. If you traveled at the speed of light, you'd still need over 4 years to get there. And humanity can't even reach 1% of that speed. With today's technology, the trip would last around 165,000 years. That's longer than recorded human history, 30 times over. Think about that. The people boarding the ship would never arrive. Their children wouldn't arrive. Thousands of generations would live and die inside a machine drifting through endless darkness. And that raises a disturbing question. Would they even remember Earth? What happens next changes everything. Scientists calculated that humanity might only need 98 people to restart civilization on Proxima B. 98. That's it. A floating civilization smaller than a high school. But surviving isn't the same as staying human. Generation after generation would evolve in space. Different bodies, different cultures, different beliefs. Their descendants might see Earth not as home, but as the prison that abandoned them. And that's not even the craziest part. Proxima B sounds peaceful. Warm temperatures, possible water, a stable orbit around a red dwarf star called Proxima Centauri. But this is where it gets weird. Red dwarf stars may actually be deadly. Sure, they live for trillions of years, much longer than our sun. That makes them attractive for long-term survival. But they're also violent. Extremely violent. Massive solar flares erupt constantly from stars like Proxima Centauri. One blast could strip away a planet's atmosphere like peeling paint off a wall, meaning Proxima B might look habitable from far away, while secretly being a frozen radioactive wasteland. And we wouldn't know until we arrived. That's the terrifying part. The planet is so far away that humanity still can't confirm whether it even has an atmosphere at all. We could spend thousands of years traveling there only to discover a dead world with temperatures below -40 degrees. But that's not even the real nightmare. There's a chance Proxima B is tidally locked. One side always facing its star. One side trapped in eternal darkness. Imagine a planet where half the world burns forever, while the other half freezes forever. Somewhere between them might exist a thin strip where humans could survive. A narrow twilight zone between fire and ice. And then came the twist nobody expected. Scientists realized the people arriving on Proxima B may no longer be human in the way we understand it. Years in low gravity would weaken bones and muscles. Radiation would alter biology. Entire generations raised in artificial environments would adapt psychologically too. Different language, different morality, different goals. They might not care about Earth at all. And that's when the mission stops looking like colonization and starts looking like evolution. Now imagine finally reaching Proxima B after thousands of years. The doors open. The first humans step outside. And they realize Earth made a catastrophic mistake. Maybe the atmosphere is toxic. Maybe the oceans are acid. Maybe the planet was never habitable in the first place. Humanity would have crossed interstellar space only to discover there's nowhere left to go. But here's the strange part. That may not be the worst outcome. Because the descendants aboard that ship could decide not to land at all. Think about it. After thousands of years in space, their civilization would no longer think like ours. Earth would be ancient mythology to them. The mission itself might feel meaningless. What if they simply changed direction? Or worse, what if they came back? A civilization born in deep space, hardened by radiation, raised inside machines, returning to the planet that sentenced their ancestors to an endless journey. Suddenly, humanity's rescue mission becomes humanity's greatest threat. And yet, scientists are already working toward this future. A project called Starshot plans to send tiny probes toward Proxima Centauri at unimaginable speeds. If successful, humanity could reach the system within a single generation. That means this isn't science fiction anymore. It's the beginning of a real decision. Do we stay on Earth and risk extinction? Or gamble everything on a planet we've never even seen clearly? Because somewhere out there, orbiting a dim red star, Proxima B is waiting. The only question is, will it become humanity's new home or humanity's final mistake?